Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of According to the Content. Again, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I've uploaded so far. I know it's only been a few videos, but I'm just trying to pace myself and make sure I don't overwhelm myself and get in over my head. I'm new to this YouTube content creation thing, and it's a journey. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. But nevertheless, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is what's going to help us get into the YouTube algorithm and get us pushed out to other viewers so that we can get as many eyeballs and likes and comments, etc., etc. Get that engagement up, so more people can enjoy the content. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into tonight's video. So this will be a different kind of video. It's not a specific topic or anything that's going to be discussed. This is more so just a quick update on the channel itself and the direction that I think I want to go with the channel. So when I first started this YouTube channel, I had a goal in mind. I had a different direction that I wanted to head into. So originally, when I started this, it was just to have a little bit of fun, just to create some digital content, and realistically to try to build a small passive income business. I wanted to create a digital asset and monetize it somehow. Now, I knew that monetizing and creating that passive small that creative I'm sorry that passive small passive income small business, I knew that that would take time and that would be something that would take months, probably even years, realistically, to happen. But nevertheless, it was a challenge that I was up to, and I wanted to challenge myself to, create content and just put myself out there a little bit and step outside of my comfort zone. And you just never know what can happen when you step outside your comfort zone and you just try something new. Like I always say, if you're always comfortable, if you're always okay with what you're doing, and you never take chances, you never take risks in life, and you never just put yourself out there, or you never put your ideas, your thoughts, etc., out there, then you're always going to live with regrets and wondering every single day, what if? I should have did this. I wish I would have done that. I wish I could go back and do this, that, and the third, etc., etc. I don't like living life that way. I consider myself a risk taker. Um, I like to take calculated risks. So YouTube was just one of those things that was a calculated risk for me. And creating content is something that has been on my mind, is something I've wanted to do for years now. It's just that, I had that anxiety and I had that apprehension, that tension to, that hesitation to just not do it, or, I'll start it later, or, when the time is right, when everything is perfect, or when I feel comfortable doing it. The excuses we all make, right? You've heard them before. So, my story is probably no different than a million other people's stories that's out there. So, but the last couple of days when I started the channel about a week and a half ago now, coming up on 2 weeks this Sunday from when I posted my first video officially, I had a change of heart about the direction and the type of content that I wanted to put out there. So my first two videos, as you notice if you watch them, they were reaction videos, reactions to, I think one was sports reaction. Actually, the first two videos were a reaction to some NBA news that had came out in the past couple of days. And I thought the videos were okay for a first timer. I wanted to do a reaction channel, and I realized that reaction content, it takes time to really get good at it, to really make yourself stand out, to really find your voice, to really find out, what works for you and how to react to that. And while I still plan on making some reaction content, I realize that's not really the direction that I want to go. That's not really what I want to do. And I think it would take me longer to kind of find my voice here on YouTube and with content creation that would serve the viewers, and ultimately the channel. So if you've noticed, out of the 4 videos that I put out so far, my if you see my last 2 videos, you notice the pivot that I've made. And so I'm still tweaking, I'm still figuring out that pivot, but going forward, I think you'll have a pretty good idea of how this channel and the content is um going to start coming out. And the reason why I chose this new direction is because the content is a lot easier to make. The content will be a lot better quality than of the few reaction videos that I did. Now, granted, there's a super small sample size because I only did 2 reaction videos, but nonetheless, the new content that I have created and plan on creating is going to be of a higher quality. I'm going to be a lot more knowledgeable on it. And not only that, it's going to be in small, bite-sized pieces, so to speak, to where the viewer can digest it a lot easier. And the videos typically will be a little bit shorter so that you won't have to spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes, looking at me, or I'm sorry, listening to me react to something and try to think of something, that's funny or witty or clever, et cetera, on the fly. So the new content that I'm creating, I'm taking my time with it. So the plan is to still pump out 2, maybe 3 videos a week if I can. I want to be consistent. I know YouTube likes consistency, but as you guys understand, life gets in the way. Life happens. I have a family, kids, etc. So I may not always be able to meet my personal standard or quota of 2 to 3 videos a week. Sometimes it might be 1 video a week. But like I said, I want the content to be high quality. I want it to be well thought out. I want it to be concise. I want it to be thought provoking. And that's another reason why I'm pivoting to the new type of content that I'm going to be putting out. I want it to be thought provoking. I want to start conversations. I want to have my thoughts and ideas and um, my opinions to be put out into the world, unfiltered, uninterrupted, and unchallenged. Now, that's not to say that I don't like being challenged on my thoughts, opinions, feelings, and perspectives, and things of that nature, because I do want to be challenged. However, I want to put my perspectives out there into the world first, just again, unfiltered, unchallenged, etc., etc. And then I want the conversation and the challenging to start in the comments. I want that perspective and that challenge to start when you listen to my videos and you watch my videos and you start to have your own perspective. And hopefully, with the content that I'm going to be putting out, um, some of your perspectives and original thoughts and ideas that you may have had on the subject, maybe they'll change, or maybe you will have a different perspective, and hopefully you'll be open to the ideas and the perspectives and some of the challenges and opinions that I put out there. I'm not here to change people's minds or anything like that, but I do want to spark conversations, and I do want to spark some new thoughts and ideas and perspectives in people, because I think a lot of that is missing in today's society, unfortunately, in America. When you listen to a lot of commentary, a lot of the mainstream media news, and just family, friends, and coworkers, people who you don't know, whose conversations when you're out and about, you just hear them talking. A lot of times the conversations on a topic is just very one-sided, usually leans to one side. And what's missing from what I see and from what I hear is just a lot of nuance. Like there's no nuance to the conversation. There is no, well, I hear you on this, but have you ever thought about this perspective? Or, I disagree with what you say because such and such and such and such. Or I understand and I respect your opinion, but I'm gonna have to disagree because yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of that is just missing in today's society. I've never been that kind of person to always go with the grain, to always just agree with everything someone says, and I've definitely never been someone that just goes along to get along and just go along with the what's popular, the narrative that's popular and that's permeating throughout society and what have you. So again, that's the direction that I want the channel to go toward, and that's the kind of content that I want to go toward. Sometimes it gets serious, sometimes we'll have a little fun, be silly, things of that nature. And like I said, I still plan to do some reaction content, but I'm going to pivot away from that for now, and I'm going to try some different things with YouTube content as well. So in addition to the standard, long form content videos that I'm going to be putting out, I'm also going to try to chop up the content and put it into maybe 2 3 minute clips, um, in addition to the long form video. So that way, if you're at work or if you're exercising or a little bit busy and you don't have time to listen to a 10 12 15 minute video in long form, but you can listen to a clip or two, kind of get an idea of what I'm going to be talking about overall until you have the time to listen to the full long form video. You'll have that option, and that'll be provided to you. So just some things I'm thinking about for the channel. But again, like I said, I just want to come on here real quick. I was going to try to take like 5 minutes to explain this, but I'm long winded with a lot of things. It's just the way I am. But like I said, just wanted to come on here and talk about the new direction of the channel and what kind of content you can expect going forward. But that's all I got for now. So um, you know, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Um, if that's something that you're going to be looking forward to and looking, ready to hear, get ready for it. So again, with that being said, again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for any likes, comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on my next video. Peace.